Welcome to AYL TV. I am Jake and this is Curt with SlikRok Productions, and we are in Moab, Utah, the wheeling mecca, I would say, right?
Probably our favorite place on the planet,
No
I guess.
kidding. And we were on the trail Moab Rim, but we wanted to take a second. We've been getting quite a few questions, speaking of Moab, about what's been going on here with the town and everything.
We get a lot of questions about the politics down here. There's been a lot of kind of a weirdness with the off-road community, specifically with the OHV stuff over the last 5 years. And we want everybody to know, first off, we're doing an event down here next month, and the city and the county have been really great to work with. They've been very welcoming. We're really excited to be back here. But the people we haven't talked to really is the DNR, the Forest Service, the BLM. And so we've got some people meeting us on another trail that represent the DNR and represent the BLM. We have a lot of questions for them, and we're kind of on a time frame and we need to get over there. So let's get moving and round them all up.
The Bureau of Land Management here in the Moab Field Office manages over 1.8 million acres, and as I'm sure a lot of you know, that some of the most outstanding recreation in the state happens here in Moab. Really what BLM has done over the years to work with the community is just be involved with the county. We work really closely with Grand County. We have a motorized trail committee that's an advisory committee. On the committee there's representatives from all user groups. So that's really our voice and who we rely on to help us understand what the needs are out on BLM managed lands. You know, working with the community, getting out the education and helping people understand how to come out and recreate responsibly so that we can all enjoy these lands together and creating an enjoyable experience for all.
Our responsibility as a whole is to really get people outside recreating and recreating responsibly, and ideally with zero search and rescue calls. And we're just here to help and work with our community and our community members to make sure that people are out here recreating and that trails are staying open and accessible.
I think there's a disconnect there with destination places. If me and this gentleman went to Cabo, we don't really realize that there's people who live there. We're going to have a good time. And people come here and they want to wheel and they want to go out, but they do need to understand that people live in this town.
Abiding by the laws and rules, you know, when you're in downtown Moab, it has speed limits specific to off-highway vehicles, so accommodating that when you're riding through neighborhoods, whether it be lowering your speaker system, just being conscious of others.
Yeah, I may be the OHV park ranger, but I'm also an active recreator here. You know, even today, after I get off work, after I punch out, I'm probably gonna go hit the trails and have some fun. Just remember, when you come here, people live here and people wanna access these public lands for years and years and years to come, myself included. So just be mindful and respectful to the public lands we have, and it's a privilege that we have them.
An issue that we have a lot of here in the Moab Field Office is vandalism. Takes many different forms, but commonly we get a lot of rock scratching. People use rocks to scratch their name or their Instagram handle into rocks. And when I'm able to contact those people, I use the
analogy. Their Instagram they left on the rock.
Yeah, I like it when they make it easy for me, right? When I end up contacting those people, I say, hey, would you like it if I came to your house and on the side of your house I drew my name or my Instagram handle, or if I did donuts in your yard? How would you feel about that on your property? And it kind of clicks, and unfortunately we have these places that have lots of vandalism, and so it starts to proliferate because someone else did it and then someone else did it, and before you know it there's 500 names on a rock way out here in the backcountry, right? So just remember, like, how would you expect other people to behave on your property?
You know, there's petroglyphs out here. There's a lot of historic things out here. When you come across it, oh, Dave was here. Yeah, that's awesome. It does nothing for anybody. Right. You're ruining public lands, and like I said, it has an impact on everything. We would certainly encourage anybody out there just to have good manners. Be good stewards of the land. Obviously, if you bring garbage, don't throw it out. I don't know what kind of an idiot throws garbage out of their car when they're driving around, and I don't want to know them. But if you're doing it, you're an idiot. That's just dumb. No, but at the end of the day, you come down, support local businesses, support tourism, and enjoy public lands. So that's what makes all this work for all of us. So on behalf of the Red Rock Rally and SlikRok and all recreational users, we really appreciate you guys taking the time to come out here and talk with us. I think that there's a bad cloud sometimes over law enforcement, over recreational use, and when we get the opportunities to sit and talk, we kind of get rid of all of that. Communication is everything. We know you guys are good people, and we know that we all have the same goals. I really appreciate you coming out here and talking to us.
Yeah, well, thank you all for helping people get out and enjoy the public lands responsibly and getting the message out. Thanks to Red Rock Rally for bringing an event back to Moab and helping to make it successful. And we really enjoy working with everyone here.
Welcome back to AYL TV. I'm Jake and this is Curt with SlikRok Productions, and we are in Moab, Utah on one of probably the best days of the year so far.
It's been super nice,
right?
Super nice.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Cool.
I've only had 3 Mountain Dews.
Gotcha.
All right? You get pulled over down here. There's some requirements. We have a rally coming here next month. There'll be a lot of folks from out of state coming in. Yep. Can you help me define the difference between street legal and off-road use only?
Sure. So whether you're from Utah or you're from any other state, if you're plated street legal, and by street legal you need to have everything per Utah state law that makes a machine street legal.
So we're talking turn signals, horn,
yep,
mirrors,
yep,
obviously seat belts, you know,
insurance, whole 9 yards.
Insurance, right.
And you have a plate, then you do not need to get the off-highway vehicle sticker. So if you're not plated street legal, obviously you're gonna have to trailer to a lot of these trailheads. And you're gonna need to go to the Utah OHV website and purchase a non-resident OHV sticker. Go ahead and Google Utah non-resident OHV regulations and registration, and you can pretty quickly get it taken care of.
Buy it right online.
Yep, and so with that, you're also gonna need to take the state education course.
Our website, it's ohv.recreation.utah.gov. There we have a mandatory course for everyone who is coming to Utah to recreate on off-highway vehicles. It is free, it takes 15 to 30 minutes, and it's a one-time course. Really what it teaches you is to recreate responsibly. It goes over tread lightly. So if you really want to go in depth and kind of understand what the regulations are in the state of Utah, please come to our website. And if we have any additional questions, we're always just a call away.
So for all you guys out there that are coming down to the rally in a month, so it's June 12th through 14th. When you get down here, if you're not street legal, you don't have a home state plate, and you need to abide by the laws here. That's turn signals, that's mirrors. Like you said, you can look that up online. If you're an off-road vehicle only, you come here, it's a few bucks, jump online and buy one, and just stay legit. We don't want to have any problems when we're down here. We don't want to make any more work for anybody else, and we don't want to get a dark cloud over us.
come on out here. The arena is free, vendor row is free. Come in and buy a raffle ticket. If you want to get signed up to go on the guided rides, go to www.redrockrally.com. That's REDROK. Come on out, we still got spaces.
This is going to be a great rally. This is the first big event in Moab in like 5 years. So this is a big deal. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're also feeding everybody breakfast at the event every day. Come hang out with us. We're going to give away tens of thousands of dollars worth of prizes at that event. So it should be super fun.